Instagram. Put your questions, comments, concerns uh, in the chat. I want to see hearts. I want to see if you're on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. I want to see likes. If you don't know what to put as a comment, put a robot. Let's get the robots going. Smash the screen on Instagram. You got to go crazy with the thumb. Smash, smash, smash. Smashy screen. We're going to play Smashy screen. And today's episode is brought to you by me. And we're going to talk about talking to more people about clinical research. I want to know, why is the industry so secretive? Why do people even care? People who work in the space, it's, I mean, of course I'm biased, guys. I got to admit. But I think this is a pretty cool industry compared to many others. Like, I've been in real estate, the only other industry I've actually been in besides research. And that's a cool industry too, but it's nowhere near as cool as clinical research, as life sciences. I just interviewed the CEO of Lineage Cell Therapeutics. They're literally manufacturing cells, like off the shelf cells. Doesn't have to be from your own body. They could be from, they're manufactured cells, so they're called allogenic. They can give it to anybody. Uh, Autologous, or whatever it's called, how you pronounce it, is when it's from your own body. It's like a stem cell. They mix it, they put it back in. Allogenic's off the shelf. So one to many. You can have a cell line and then create many at scale. This is like, what other industry can you regenerate eye tissue, literally giving sight to the blind, restoring vision for people with dry macular, age-related macular degeneration? Like, what other industry can you say that? And that's just one tiny, 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 tiny little piece of our industry. Like, that just, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of stories like this in research. So, why do we not talk more about research um, to others? Like, why are we so secretive? Is it because we're too busy to discuss our jobs with others? Because one of the things Latinos in clinical research strives to do is we try to raise awareness around research. Primarily, I mean, to all ethnicities and backgrounds, but primarily in the Latin American communities, we need more people working in the industry so that then you can go out and talk to your friends, families, etc. Is it like GMO? Um, so no, they're allogenic cells. So they're doing three things. Everybody go on the Clinical Research Circle channel when you're done with this and watch. I'm going to share the link on LinkedIn. Um, but yeah, like, they're literally regenerating RPE cells in retina, so they're restoring vision to people with dry, which there's no treatments for, the age-related macular degeneration. They're also doing something with oligo oligodendrites in the spinal cord injury, and dendritic cells for cancer, to help with checkpoint inhibitor. It's amazing. This is just one company. It's like, we need more people in the industry. We need more people who work in the industry to talk to their family, their friends about it. I think the reason why maybe we don't discuss enough is because we understand that you can't just, it's not an industry you just walk into. Like, you can't, there's not too many entry level positions, even though there really are. But if you look at the job boards and things like that, there's not too many entry level positions out there. So I think people are just, saying, hey, I could talk to this person about research. They seem like a good candidate. And oftentimes they do have those conversations. But more often than not, they just don't, because they know that it's a tough career. Early on, research, everybody thinks research is, all this money in research. And yes, your career is very stable in this space. The salaries are very good in this space once you get some experience. But when you're starting out, it's not. It is stable, but the pay is not very good when you're starting out in clinical research. But I guess you can say that about any industry, really. So there's a steep learning curve as well. That's why we have the CRA, CRC academies. So I want to see the comments right now. Questions. What do we need to do? Like, first of all, talking about clinical research to raise awareness is one thing. Okay, that's from a um, that's from the perspective of helping others. Okay, but we also need to talk more about clinical research to create more opportunities for ourselves. Because if we don't talk about what we do or what we want or what our plans are or where we're trying to get to in clinical research, nobody's going to know. And maybe the person that you're talking to can lead you in the right direction. So you're like a detective on Matlock. You're going to one place, they're giving you a clue to go somewhere else. Perfect example. I have a study here in Arizona. I need an ophthalmologist. I got 2 dermatologists. Stay tuned for the updates that I'm going to have regarding my dermatologist. I got 2. I thought I wouldn't get any. I got 2. Now I need an ophthalmologist. There's 2 in the city that I'm at. Both of them are kind of hard to get a hold of. The one is owned by a large group, the other one's just very busy. So, I was just talking to one of my colleagues, and there's this neighboring city nearby. And she was like, yeah, there's ophthalmologist here. Here's their number and their name. So, boom, I would have never gotten that lead if I didn't talk to this person. And I didn't even physically talk. I just texted her. Like, hey, what's up? And by the way, do you know any ophthalmologist in your area? And yeah, she did. So that's just another example, anecdotal, of I need something. The solution is not to look within, although I got to look within for resources and things, but it's to push out to the network, to the sphere of influence. Hey, I need this. Maybe you want to start a site. Hey, I want to start a site. You should talk to site owners. If you want to be a CRA, you should talk to CRAs. If you want to be a coordinator, you should talk to coordinators. I mean, LinkedIn is there, guys. You want to be anything, you go on LinkedIn, and you can also network with the people in the comments section. Usually on the live streams, we got people commenting and sharing, or even afterwards, you can see in the comments, hey, I noticed you watched or you commented. I also watch. Thank you guys both for that, by the way. But I noticed you're a CRC and I'm a research assistant. Just have conversations. And maybe they gonna have something to tell you as well. You never know. There's nothing wrong with networking. It's never been easier to network. It's never been cheaper to network, to have conversations with people. So not only will talking about clinical research do the industry altruism, that's the word. Not only is it altruistic to talk more about clinical research, because eventually it's going to trickle down to the patients. Because look, if you're a CRA or a CRC and you go home and you talk to your family or friends about what you do, it might pick their interest a little bit, and maybe they meet a patient or somebody who has a condition, wants to do a study, or maybe doesn't even think of studies, but now this person who you talk to, your friend or your family member, will let them know, hey, go talk to Dan. My friend Dan, he actually is in clinical research. I don't know much about it other than what he told me, but there might be some options there for you. This is how you do it. We just need, like, if everyone in the industry did this, we would have at least a 10% increase in participation. That's my theory. Someone should do a study on this, although that'd be a huge, huge study to pull off, and I don't think anyone is interested in doing that. Stephanie, hey Dan, can we schedule a time to talk? We're looking to expand our research sites and need PIs. We're interested in talking to you about your PI Academy. Sure. I will have to, Stephanie, thank you. I'll have to get you on the on a conference call with my team at Latinos in Clinical Research, also part of the Clinical Research Circle, so that we're developing the PI Academy now as we speak. As you type, we're developing the PI Academy. So you'd be like one of our first clients in there. So absolutely. Um, Networking is key. Yep. What do you guys think? I mean, let me know. But this is why I think having more conversations about clinical research is the way to go, not just from an altruistic perspective of getting more patients in, but also from a selfish perspective of getting what you want. There's never been a better way if you want whatever outcomes you're trying to achieve in research, no matter the outcome that you're trying to achieve, you're gonna probably get it with the help of other people. It's very unlikely you're gonna do it on your own. You're gonna have to do all the hard work on your own. That's not, don't try to put off the hard work on other people, but finding the opportunities and getting the leads and getting the points in the right direction. That's where networking is going to help. Thanks, Shafak. Yeah, PI Academy. It's actually Monica's idea, Monica Quitiva. And we've been putting it together at Latinos in Clinical Research with the Clinical Research Circle, just like we have the CRA Academy, the CRC Academy. We had a site owner academy. We didn't like the direction the site owner academy was going in. It was a little too pricey. It didn't make sense for us to do it. So I think a better option is the PI Academy. We could bring costs down a little on the PI Academy. It's less dependent on me and Chris. It's more dependent on team, right? And how did we come up with this idea? Having more conversations about clinical research. And by the way, this is not just conversations with people that don't know about research or people that you need something from. This is constant conversations with the people in your team. Like in LICR, the founders, we have weekly conversations amongst ourselves. We have monthly conversations with our ambassadors. Same thing with the Clinical Research Circle. Same thing with my sites. My new site here in Yuma, which is about to get not one, not two, not three, but 4 studies. Fingers crossed. 4 studies out the gate. We don't have any yet. It's 0, but we probably get, not probably, we might get 4 every week. I'm going to talk with my PI and my nurse practitioner. Not because we have to discuss anything, but because I know that they're new and I don't want to just talk to them when I need something. I need to make sure we have constant communication from the beginning. That's a mistake I made in the past. I'm not going to repeat it again. Wall Sends, what up? Are you a PM yet? No, I never want to be a PM. That, to me, project management would become absolute hell for me. I'm not going to do PM, project manager, ever. For our CRO, our very boutique investigator initiated trial CRO, primarily we do it for the CRA Academy students. Chris is the role of the PM. There's no way I'm the PM. And in our other organization, Latinos in Clinical Research, Ashley's the PM. For my site, Yuma Clinical Trials, I guess I'm a PM. We're so small we don't need a PM. I'm the coordinator, the director. How to go for entry-level position in research? Talk to more people about research. Start at the site level. This is the whole topic of this live stream. Start at the site level. The smaller the site, the better, and have conversations with them about interning there. Now, they're going to say no if you take that approach. You have to also tell them what you're going to do for them immediately. Is it helping them with their community outreach? Is it buying dry ice for them? Is it creating their social media presence? Is it doing clinician outreach in the community? Is it doing patient outreach in the community? Is it trying to find study leads for them on clinicaltrials.gov? If you don't know how to do any of this, just go to my website, theclinicaltrialsguru.com, click on open a clinic. I know you're not opening a clinic, but you're going to learn what the clinics need to do. I'm doing my CRA right now, cannot find anything yet. Right, you're probably not talking to enough people about research, and you're not going in the right directions. And you didn't do our CRA Academy. Yeah, but that's first mistake. You didn't do our CRA Academy. You did someone else's. So go to sites in your area and go tell them what you're going to do for them. Say, I watched this crazy guy on YouTube, or you're on LinkedIn. I watched this crazy guy on LinkedIn, and he taught me how to get study leads. I can get study leads for you from clinicaltrials.gov for free. If you like me, you could pay me for it, but I really want coordinating experience on my resume. Within 3 months, they're going to hire you. If you're able to do this, even if you don't have outcomes, like positive outcomes yet, like you didn't get a study, just doing that shows them that you're different. All right? You're different. Shout out to Marjorie, Topaz Clinical Research in the house. Hey Dan, loved. I didn't know you have a PI. I didn't know until today that I have an academy. Oh my gosh. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Okay, go do what I said. Go find sites near you. Our interns don't have to do that because we have the internship laid out for them. I'm doing 2 resumes today for students. I still personally do the resumes for the students unless it's Ashley Margot. But I'm personally doing the resumes for the CRA Academy students who complete their interim monitoring visit reports. So the internship set up for you. You don't need to go tell sites, hey, I can do this, this, and that for you. But you're gonna have to. That's what you're gonna do, and that's what you should do. Academy is online. It's online. TheCRAacademy.com. You can also do the CRCacademy.com. Hey Dan, loving the channel. Just want to thank you for putting me on SENS last night. SENS. Yeah, a lot of potential. I think it's almost guaranteed it's going to get approved. And so I think I'm relatively confident that you won't lose money. You're probably not going to make a lot either. I mean, I don't think you'll double your money. The decision's supposed to be around October. I think you can make 60% in a quick period of time, but the risks, like this thing, if the FDA doesn't approve it, which for those that want to do the due diligence, go watch the video on my channel from yesterday. If the FDA doesn't approve it, this thing's tanking. I mean, tanking big time. So it is some risk there. Do your own due diligence. Instagram, Simply Beautiful. Do you have any classes on preparing for Sokra exam? No, probably my book would be best, The Comprehensive Guide to Clinical Research. And if you're feeling different, get the audiobook. I think the audiobook is better. I know it's better because it's like 2 books. So yeah, SENS, that's a good look. We got to talk to more people. Look at the innovative stuff that's happening. Continuous glucose monitoring device that gets implanted in you if you have type 2 diabetes. I think it's for type 1 also. It gets implanted in you. You don't need to take it out. You only take it out twice a year. And we're not talking to more people about the industry that we're in. This is crazy to me. Hey Gazelle, how's it going? I've been dealing with ophthalmologists in Yuma. I'm about to deal with ophthalmologists in El Centro, which is Imperial Valley. So Gazelle, we're going to be talking also to Carlos, who's now a Dexcom Gazelle. Okay, so you already know you have the competitor to Sens. Sens is the next one, Gazelle. I'm sure you may know. In October, they're probably going to get a FDA approval for a 180-day implantable chip. So 180 days, and what they're really going for is the gold. They're going for 365, but that's going to take another 5 years. At least another 3 to 5 years. So yeah, Gazelle, I've been dealing with ophthalmologist, and I know I've been talking to Carlos too. By the way, former CRA Academy graduate, who's now like probably a senior CRA by now. If not, she's on her way to being a senior CRA. Yeah, look into Sensonics, Gazelle. And then we'll talk. I need to get the ophthalmologist in the Imperial Valley interested, and we'll be in touch. Myself and Judy from Latinos in Clinical Research going to work on that. I will be involved in the study, and if you're the monitor, that'll be amazing. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I gotta go. Um, but stay tuned for more videos. There's gonna be more, and let me know what other topics you want. You can just leave a comments, DM me, text me 949-415-6256. Let me know questions, and I will create the content for you guys. Take care. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, put a robot emojis. Helps with the algorithm. Bye-bye.